Most people look at a short 5.5-foot bed Ford Raptor and think there is no way you can use it to camp with a family of 4 to 5. When you start trying to sleep a family that size, things get tricky, which is why most families default to large travel trailers or drivable RVs. But my wife and I spent years navigating truck camping with our 6 children, and we knew there had to be a better way. By adding the nose-over configuration and pairing it with this rear 3-foot slide, we've gained the space necessary to handle a family of 4 to 5 people, matching the number of seat belts inside the truck cab. Best of all, this parametric 3D model is fully adaptable to any truck with horizontal bed rails and a tailgate. We're going to be showing how this system adapts to all kinds of different trucks in upcoming videos. Now, if you saw my last video, you know I previously designed a noseless version of this shell system. It worked great for sleeping 2 adults and maybe a small child or dog on a queen mattress, but it lacked the additional beds needed for 2 to 3 kids. The first thing to keep in mind is the payload available to the Ford Raptor. This is the amount of weight, including people, that can be added to the cab and truck bed from the empty factory configuration. Earlier Raptors had payloads of around 1,000 pounds, and the current Gen 3 is now around 1,400 pounds. A family of 5 can easily reach the 500-pound mark, and people weight alone. The nose-over cab featured in this video weighs in around 450 pounds after adding a thick protective coating of Line-X. 450 pounds is very light for a hard-sided shell system offering this much space. However, you can see just how quickly we can approach payload limits once you start thinking about all the other stuff you will be packing. This is why I'm keeping this built out as a sleeper. If you are like our family and love bringing along all of your outdoor toys like mountain bikes, boats, and paddleboards, then you are going to want to start thinking about leveraging some of that Raptor horsepower for towing a gear trailer like we do. Think of gear trailers like a pop-up trailer, but with more emphasis on hauling gear over enclosed living space. You can even throw a rooftop tent on a ladder rack like we did for the older kids.
Okay, Abby. Whoa, that's a big drill bit. Okay, we got to put our screws in.
Let's go ahead and look at the interior layout with the slide extended all the way over the tailgate. I want to show how the trifold mattress can be folded up into a couch for hangout mode. You'll need something like this when those afternoon thunderstorms pop up, or to escape the peak heat of those summer heat waves. Once we are ready for sleep in the evening, we'll move the bed platforms into place and fold out the trifold queen 6-inch memory foam mattress. Giving my wife a good night's rest on our camp trips is a key to her loving camping. Notice the layout here. It's different than the industry standard where adults usually sleep in the nose, but I wanted this camper to maintain a low profile for the highway driving and crosswinds. So mom and dad are down in the truck bed and the kids are up in the nose. If the idea of sleeping inside the truck bed is a bit unnerving, then I highly recommend installing the bed rug carpeted liner system. The upper bed platform is folded up towards the roof and is currently holding all the bedding for the family. We'll go ahead and lower the bunk for the evening, showing 2 camp mats that are 25 inches wide by 75 inches long. This space could easily accommodate a 4-inch queen trifolding memory foam mattress for sleeping 3 children. The interior height of the nose over is almost 25 inches. The headroom from the top of the lower platform to the bottom of the upper platform is almost 33 inches, which should be plenty of headroom for mom and dad. There are multiple ways to push the cooler, evening air into and out of the shell system by leveraging a 10-speed roof fan that can push or pull air from the roof. There are also 6-inch vents for the tip of the nose and large side emergency exit windows that can be left open in the rain for cross ventilation. You will rarely need air conditioning with this setup, but if you need it, we have a nice way to leverage a window AC unit in the side of the Slideout. With the slide fully extended and the lower bed platform in place, we still have about 2 feet of space at the end of the bed in the Slideout. We could leverage some of this space for storing food bins, coolers, kitchen supplies, power station batteries, while still having a way to put on a pair of shoes and pants at the foot of the bed in the morning. We are also working on an annex room that would hang from the large hatch door that would offer privacy and screened bug protection for the space underneath. This is where you can see our campers starting to resemble a pop-up trailer, but instead of sleeping under canvas, the family sleeps in the hard-sided portion. The last thing I would like to address is removal of this shell system once you get home from camping. I love having the shell on my truck while driving around town. There's always someone asking about it when I'm parked at the store, as well as the thumbs up I get from other drivers. However, I know most people aren't going to want this on while doing their daily driving. We are working on several solutions to make this shell system easy to remove. The slide currently weighs in around 150 pounds and could be removed by 2 people with a set of well-placed handles. It could also be removed using 2 mechanical truck camper jacks and lowered onto a set of wheeled dollies. The slide could be moved into a garage and store all of your camping gear. The outer shell weighs around 300 pounds and we could leverage those 2 mechanical truck camper jacks as well to carefully drive out from underneath the shell with one person supporting the nose. We could then lower the outer shell onto an easy to assemble 2x4 platform with wheels.